Welcome, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you may be. We welcome you to Unfinished Business, presented by the National Blitz League. I'm your host, Adaremi Adekola. We have representing Brian Tillis in the house. Welcome, Brian. I think this is your first time to the show. We'd like to welcome you, man. How you feeling?
Doing well, and second time, but
oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Well, first, it wasn't too memorable, so I apologize about that. And we've also got Joseph Gasson in the house. We always love it when Gasson is in the house. Anytime anybody from Detroit is in the house, we are always appreciative. Welcome, my brother. How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. Looking forward to this match.
Oh, this is a match. Anytime you've got the Jedi, one of the presenters who's doing the commentary, I mean, that's a wonderful thing. So we've got a great match, guys. So if you all can just start off, let's start off with you, Brian, because we've got Martin Hansen, and I don't think he's been on any cage matches, has he?
Not to my knowledge, but he has definitely been playing a lot of matches set up with other masters through his organization in Orlando.
Okay.
And he's staying sharp. So I feel good about it.
Good business. So what made you want to represent him for this match?
Honestly, I've been following his games a lot, and he's hungry. And I'm always willing to go with a man who's working hard. And he has played somewhere roughly around 150 blitz games in the last 3 days, or bullet games rather, in the past 3 days.
Goodness.
And his rating is gradually just doing that number in that direction. So I think he's hungry, and I think he's a mean person to face in a match right now.
Dang. Well, Gaston, we already know why you're representing the Jedi. You guys are like brothers. Does that scare you, what he just said? Is Canty ready for this kind of intense training?
Come on, man. Y'all done seen it before, time after time again. Canty has been holding it down in the league for the last 3 years. I mean, there's no way some newcomer is about to come in here and beat him. Just no way. Like, I don't think the guy's ready, to be honest.
The man says he's hungry. What do you think about that?
Hey, I mean,
do you think James is already too full? Do you think he still has the hunger?
I mean, I just look at it as Canty's a vet in this right now. So, like, anybody equal his playing strength, I'm going to favor Canty. I just don't think. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if Martin played in the 21 game cage match before. Like, if you haven't played in one, it's easier said than done. I mean, it takes a lot. So having a newcomer come in and play somebody that's played in maybe three of them so far, it's not going to happen.
What's Canty's record? Canty is what's his record? I know he lost one in the over the board. I know he won one on online. I don't know about the third one. What did he have? What happened in the third match? I only know of 2 matches in the cage.
Yeah. You know what? I think you're right. I think it is.
All right. So Canty's 1-1 in the cage right now, so that's a pretty good thing. I think he lost his cage match. Do you know who he lost it to?
No, I don't.
All right, we'll just bring that for later on in the show. So Brian, let me ask you this. So 21 games is totally different when the lights are on and everybody is watching than just playing different people in bullet, because you have one person who's concentrated on you. Do you think he has the mental fortitude? How do you think? Is he prone to tilt? Tell us about his mental fortitude.
You know, from watching these matches he's been playing with the Orlando Chess House, he's playing other masters, and time and again, he was the lower rated player in the matches, and he was coming away with wins. And he's actually playing a match in about 45 minutes with a master as a bullet match to warm up. So, I mean, like I said, I can't put it out enough. He's hungry, and he's coming after it.
Goodness, Gasson, this has to give you some type of concern. Why do you look so relaxed?
I mean, everybody knows Canty plays, he studies all day, every day. So I don't think anyone in his range is outworking him. So I'm favoring Canty.
All right. Well, let me give you some stats. James Canty's bullet rating is 25-21. His blitz rating is 24-68. Martin's bullet rating is 25-34, and his blitz is 24-01. Brian, here's the thing. Canty is very, very close, and he's over let me see, his bullet, he has him, okay, let's see, his blitz, he has him by about 60 points, and they're very close in bullet. Does that concern you, the difference in rating?
Not really. I feel both players have very, very different styles. And especially if Martin's able to get his type of game, and he'll just be in control from the get go.
So you saying Canty's style sucks?
I wouldn't go that far. I would say he has an aggressive style.
That's what it sounded like you said to me, Brian. That's exactly what it sounded like you said to me. Be specific. What do you mean they have different styles so you feel like his style is better?
Well, I would go in that fire and ice type style. When you got like a Kasparov and a Karpov playing each other, they're night and day different with the way they handle the game. And that's what we've got here. You've got the aggressive tactician on one side and the positional player on the other side. So, I mean, it could be anybody's game, whoever's on, but I'm going to go with Martin because of all the work that he's been putting in lately.
Wow. So between Martin and Canty, which one is Kasparov and which one is Karpov?
So Canty's definitely the more aggressive player with the fire. I mean, it's King's Indian, so I'm leaning more towards Canty in that realm.
Oh, wow. So, but Kasparov's record against Karpov is pretty lopsided.
Well, I mean, when you look at the World Championship matches, they're only separated by like 7 games out of like 180. So, not too lopsided.
So are you giving? So who are you giving the edge to? Basically, it sounds like you're giving the edge to Canty. That's what I'm hearing. Come on, Brian, be specific.
Well, when I looked at the stats,
okay,
Canty has played 10 bullet games in the past few days, and I don't know if he's taking this seriously.
Whoa, that's Joseph. That's not good. That is not good. Is Canty overconfident going into the match? Is he doing any type of training?
No. Listen. Everybody.
He's not doing any type of training. Wow.
No.
Wait a minute. So you're telling us that James is just feeling like Martin is a guppy?
No, I wasn't saying no that he wasn't training. I was saying no to you. But of course he's training. Everybody knows Canty mainly plays on chess.com, not Lee Chess. So this guy's just looking at the wrong profile. And if you actually go back to Canty's last cage match, it's like a direct parallel. Like you got a Florida master with the opposite style, and the guy's going to lose. So, I mean, it's just going to be history repeating itself.
Wow, man, guys, you guys are bringing out the hard hitting. All right, we need to get down to the predictions. I need to know specifically, Brian, who is going to win the bullet? Who's going to win the bullet matchup? Who's going to win the blitz matchup, and by how much?
All right, I got Martin winning the bullet by 70%.
Whoa! By 70%.
And just a hair in the blitz. I got him just a little bit.
Goodness. Man, but James is a bullet beast. You're saying he's going to get outplayed 7-3 in the bullet?
I feel like it.
Goodness gracious. Can you give anything to support that? Because, I mean, that's just, is it because he's only played 10 bullet games in the last couple of days?
And I haven't seen Martin tilt. Like, he's the type of player that once he gets a win or two under his belt, he's just running away with it. So he doesn't let up. And when he loses a game or two, he seems to just come right back like it didn't even affect him. That impresses me.
What about the Jedi? Does the Jedi not have any type of mental fortitude?
I can't speak from experience from what I've seen. I only saw the match with Jan, which definitely wasn't the best match by any means.
Oh, Joseph, this man, I wonder how the Jedi is going to respond to this. Basically, the Jedi, he's saying that his victory was a fluke.
You know what's funny about that? He's bringing up the match with Jan, and in the post game with the match, I told Brian to tell Jan not to play the perk, and Jan played the perk anyway and got completely destroyed those games. So this time,
I remember that.
Yeah, I would have told him not to play the perk either, but you know, what can you do?
Oh man, this is going to be great. Joseph, what's your predictions and why? Who's going to win the bullet?
I actually got them. I got them both pretty close. I got Canty winning the bullet 6-4, and Canty winning the blitz 6-5.
Okay, all right, man. So that's a pretty close score. So
yeah, I got a 4-9.
All right, very good, very good. Why do you feel it's going to be so close?
The Martin guy can play. Like
Absolutely.
Yeah, he can play. I've seen some of his games. Actually today I was looking over. He can play. Like I like his game, so I just like him better.
All right, good. Before we close, I want to give you guys one more stat and get your comments. Martin is 22.55 USCF and James is 23.17. Right, that's almost a 60-point difference. And then in the blitz, James is 23.15, whereas Martin is 21.62. Does that cause any concern for you, Brian?
No, I mean, more opportunity to play blitz in person, and COVID and all this type of stuff prevents players from playing. And I feel like his rating is definitely going to be on the up and up when we get to play in tournaments in person again.
All right, sounds good. Joseph, does the rating mean anything? Do you think that that's going to come into play?
I mean, they're not that far apart. I mean, that's still close. I mean, the blitz rating, some people blitz ratings can be like ridiculously higher than their regular rating. So like the USCF blitz rating really doesn't. A lot of people don't even play a lot of USCF blitz tournaments. So
good points.
Yeah, I can't really go off that. So.
All right. Well, let me say this. I appreciate both of you guys coming on the show and giving your comments. Do you have any final thoughts? We've got the cage. We got the matches going down tomorrow. The Jedi is going to be coming in. Do you think he might comment on his own games? Is he that phenomenal? Can he do commentary on his own game? That'll be so awesome. I don't know what's happening tomorrow.
I hope he don't do
that. Any final comments, guys? Any final comments before I close it out?
I'm good. Florida's going to take this one.
Whoa, Florida. Joseph.
Well, we 1-0 against them, so 2-0 tonight.
All right, wow. We're it up.
We do have a Chicago versus Florida match coming up, Masters battle. It's going to be something for the ages. We'll get more details in the future. So we want everybody to tune in tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central. It's happening at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. The commentary is going to be by the very own Master Daniel X and myself. We will be commentating. We're going to be giving you guys the inside scoop. There's going to be a whole lot going on the show. Twitch.tv/National Blitz League. Tune in, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Guys, thank you. Have a good evening and good night.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. We're live, baby.
All right. Gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to the cage. Master Martin, how are you, my friend? How are you doing?
Feeling good. I'm ready.
Man, welcome into the cage. And Jedi, you're no stranger to the cage, baby. How does it feel to be back in it?
Oh, man, feeling good, man. I was in a hyperbolic chamber for about 100 hours. Feeling great. Let's get it. Ready to go, Jedi style.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, in the pre-game debate, we just need to hear from you, James. In the pre-game debate, they said that you were going to be down by 70% in the bullet. It was a crazy statement. I mean, do you have any kind of response to that?
I just say it was a crazy statement. But at the end of the day, hey, every man is entitled to his opinion. That's Jedi code number 9077. So at the same time, it is what it is. Jedi does what a Jedi does.
I love it. Martin, how do you feel? This is your first time in the cage. Do you have any nerves? Are you nervous?
No, I'm feeling good. We've done a lot of matches between the Florida guys, and I feel pretty good about this one as well.
All right, man.
Hold on, fellas. Hang tight real quick, Remy. Yeah, hang tight real quick. Let's try to do some all right. One of you all do a microphone check again.
Mic check.
Is that better, everyone?
Mic check.
Okay. All right, Remy, do me a favor and do a quick mic check.
All right, how's my mic? How am I sounding? Testing. Jedi versus Hansen.
All right, they say can't hear Martin or Remy. Great, we can hear him now. All right.
I should be pretty close to the mic here.
Yeah, so everyone, not great. All right, so let's just keep it rolling. We'll I guess fix it as we go.
All right, all right, guys. So Martin, this is your first time in our cage, man. So we just want to make sure that you understand the rules. It's 21 games, 11 blitz, 10 bullet, right? So you play the blitz games first. Each of you has a timeout. So if you feel like, hey, I need to take a break. I need to call a friend. I need to get some water. Call a timeout. Each of you has one per session. So you have one timeout in the bullet session, one timeout in the blitz section. There's also another brief intermission in between the bullet and the blitz sessions. So there's like a 5-minute or 3 to 5 minute break in between the two sessions. Any questions on that?
Nope.
All right. What we want to see is bloodshed. We don't want you to hold up. We want to see everything. This is like a gladiator match. You know what I'm saying? The Jedi, you see he's prepared. He hasn't even raised his head. He's not even looking at you, Hansen. He doesn't even want to. He just gave you the cross, baby. It's going down. Oh, man, I can't wait. We're looking forward to it. We're just glad to have both of you guys. Let's get it in, guys, whenever you're ready.
All right, so we're going to mute ourselves, fellas. If you got anything, we can hear you. Just let us know you need a timeout or whatever, and we can hear you loud and clear.
All right.
Somehow I'm disconnected on the Skype call, so if you can reconnect me on the Skype.
Got you. 1 second, everybody. We're going to just make sure Remy is back up on our Skype call so you guys can get some good audio from Remy as well. All right, Remy, are you there? Mansour Remy, are you there, sir?
All right. All right, good. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Perfect.
All right, do a quick audio check, Remy.
All right, how's my audio? How do I sound?
Give me a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5, 4, 3.
Looks good.
2.
Looks good.
All
Looks
right,
good.
Great.
All right, y'all. They're live. We are in game number 1, and it looks like they done played a bunch of moves. I'm gonna have to backtrack just to figure out what's going on. Remy, are you familiar with the handles?
I am familiar with the handles. You got Canty, GM Canty. You got National Master Handyman.
I just want to make sure we're looking at the same stuff.
Absolutely. I'm just not sure. Okay, I think the Jedi's playing the black side this game, right?
Yes, sir. He's playing the Sicilian.
Oh, he played the Sicilian. I missed the opening.
He did. Can someone educate us as to why he did not take that extra pawn a few moves back? Like if we go to this position, wait, did he not have a chance to do it? So in this position right here, what was wrong with taking on C3? On move 10 if you want to check it out, Remy. Maybe this is some prep that I'm not familiar with, but looks mighty juicy to me.
All right, pawn right here.
Yeah, it looks like a free pawn, right? Anybody in the chat knows why that was not played?
Let me pull up the game on my other brother. I'm watching the National Blitz League page, so I can't go back on the games.
Oh, got you. Okay, so looks pretty good. Of course, we got some problems for black. He has some pawn weaknesses. Both of these are being attacked right now. The A and the B file pawns are both under siege.
It looks like a juicy pawn, but it's just always good to get your pieces out in castle. So I think he could have taken it and survived, but he probably, game 1, he probably didn't want to get into the complications.
That timid chess will never, ever be played by me, but hey, to each his own. I would have snapped the pawn ball here. Akash says maybe rook c1 and bishop pair as compensation. Maybe open the board.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I don't know. I'm not scared, though.
You know I'm a pawn lover.
If anything, I'll learn. All right, man. Good to have everybody. We are back with another episode of Unfinished Business, baby. A National Master versus National Master showdown. Martin Hansen of Orlando is taking on the Jedi, baby. James Canty III. Looking for some fireworks tonight. Both players are mad respected. If you listen to the pregame debate that we played at the beginning of today's broadcast, you heard how even their representatives knew that they had some smoke.
Man, it was great. It was great. We have been having some great shows on the National Blitz League, I must say. And we've been having some legendary commentary. I must say, Akash and Augur did an excellent job on the playoffs. I enjoyed listening to them commentate and give us the analysis on the game. They were excellent, man. We just have some great commentators.
And Remy, I just want to ask, me being a former Atlanta Gorilla when I didn't have to handle so many administrative responsibilities, what happened to my team yesterday, brother?
Yeah, let me talk about what happened to the team, man. We practiced and we prepared, but I just have to say the Dallas Bulls wanted it a little bit more. I think we took them for granted. We felt that they were flukes, man. We felt that they fluked themselves and passed round 1, and we felt we were going to just thunder past them, and they had other plans. So you always have to respect your opponent, and I think we should have had a little bit more respect for them. We were really overconfident. I just felt we were going to steamroll them, and you can't steamroll anybody that's that deep into the playoffs. They are really good.
Yeah, I must say I was a little disappointed. I mean, first of all, shout out to my man's Mateproof. I saw you do your thing, baby.
Yeah, I had to adopt Lev.
Yeah.
Lev, and the reason I adopted Lev is because he was on the Zoom call and he said he wasn't going to stay on, and I said, "Lev, stay on." He said, "No, I'm leaving." So I said, "I have to adopt Lev for leaving the Zoom call." Next time he's got to stay on the call.
We got Remy. Let's see. The chat is I think bullying you. Remy, I hear you can play yourself. Good job on getting a new son, Lev. Oh, okay. We got a Remy the third, just another son for me to smoke. So Lamel said he has another seed from your lineage that he can now smoke because you just got you a new son.
I can't wait to bust Lamel in his jaw as soon as I
Kai
get
said,
there.
"Are Lev and Remy Jr. gonna share bunk beds?" Ouch! Is that a? We got us a. Oh no! The bishop drops as well. I think White still
Uh-oh.
needs to play this because he gets a pawn as well on e6. Yeah. But this looks drawish at worst for Black. I think he can just go back and forth. B2, B1.
Are there no tricks on G3?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. There's some mating patterns. I think Rook coming back to E3 may settle some of it. You can't get mated. So they're gonna play the little dancy game.
Uh-oh.
But with 4 seconds, Martin can secure this one. Canty spent a little too much time thinking. But let's see what his pre-move game looks like. Come on, Canty, you gotta go for the pawn push, man. Ooh, I think that pawn could have ran right there, right?
It
It
looked like
takes
it
pawn
could have.
takes, yeah, and then
It,
that pawn just runs away.
it looks like it.
Mad pre-moves.
But
And
he's only
Canty,
got 5 seconds.
yeah, Canty couldn't secure the victory. He loses game number 1. Um, because we blew up the board for this design of the overlay, we're not keeping score, guys. So if you want to see what the score is, just look at the bottom of the screen. You can see the highlighted 0 to 1 score. That'll let us know exactly where we are in today's matchup. So you won't see like a scoreboard anywhere else on the screen. Let me know about the layout as well, guys. This is something new I wanted to try. Got my green screen in, wanted to play around with it. Let me know if you guys like this layout better than the other one, or what's your votes. Tell me.
I'm interested to know, are you supposed to be some type of god with the sun behind you?
Well, that's actually a solar, a solar, sun that's just beaming the plasma shining out. I just thought it was dope.
All right.
It just fit my charisma. I was gonna
All
go
right,
with
sounds
just
good.
the blank black background where I just look like I'm moving in thin air, but I figured I'd swag it out just a little bit.
Nice. It looks good, bro. It looks
Thanks,
good.
man.
All right, so Canty, we're not used to him losing game 1. Um, uh,
Well, I don't know if you remember the Jan match that he played with another Florida opponent, National Master Jan Miller. It took a little while for Canty to get in the groove. It wasn't an immediate slaughter. He kind of picked up steam as the match went on. Jan played a few strong games, and even in the post game interview that you did with them, I recall James saying that he just had to figure out his style, kind of get in the groove, and then he was going to make his move, which is what happened in that one. Can he do it again? I mean, Joseph sounded a little timid in the pregame debate when he was saying, "Oh, Martin's a strong player, and I really respect him." I was like, get out of here.
but Martin did say that Canty was the Kasparov of the match. I didn't really see it that game, but it's game 1. Let's see what happens in game 2. Now this is Canty. This is the kind of Canty that we're used to. His bishops are beaming all across the board. His rook is down there on the 7. Look like he's trying to wreak havoc. It looks good. This is a nice looking position for White.
Yeah, Canty looked like he's in cruise control for this one. Thank you, by the way, Ryan Master. He said he liked the layout. Mike Z says, "What's the deal with all the orange?" If you don't know, now you know, baby. Orange is my favorite color. Even in my martial arts studio, orange is our team colors. Layout is fire. 100. Thanks, D. Rick D, I like Rook D7. Okay, so they was giving some moves. Mike Z gifted a tier 1 sub to Camel Clutcher. They've given 12 gift subs in the channel. Shout out to Mike Z. Thank you for the gifted subs, brother. If you are watching this stream and you have yet to follow or subscribe to the National Blitz League, we need you to do that right now.
Yeah, James lit some fire on the board, sacking the rook. I was wondering when he was going to do it. He sacked the rook, opened the lines for the bishop, and I love it because e6 is about to fall, and it looked like he's just about to go happy, and his king is nice and safe.
Yeah, so I don't see black busting through anytime soon. We got bishop a4, capturing on e6, coming for the
He
mate
can't play
on
bishop
g7.
a4 because he loses it. The queen is holding a4. The black
No,
queen is
sir. No,
holding.
sir. Queen is on g5. Make sure you're not delayed. Are you watching the stream, Remy, or are you
Yeah, I'm
watching the
watching the
actual?
stream. Let me watch the actual
Yeah, you
game.
got to watch the
Now,
actual game, brother. Keep up with the
yeah.
speed.
All right, let me pull it up over here.
All right, so now pawn captures e6. He now has a threat of the bishop on b6. Can he pull off a tactic? I think even rook c1 with some potentials. Bishop captures and whatnot. Okay. All right, that's a nice rook lift. I'll
There
give
we
him
go.
that.
All right,
I
now
think go back to f7, right, and threaten bishop e8.
and bishop exactly.
Because once he gets that king running, this rook on. What is that?
Why did
Oh,
he
he's
check?
pawn grabbing. Come on, James. I taught you better than this.
The rook slides over. It's no. This isn't trivial.
I would have kept it locked up.
He's got to check on g8.
Now what does he do? I would have kept it locked up.
He's got to check on g8. It looks pretty nice. What does he block with? The bishop or the queen?
Well, one good thing about black's position is this knight really can't get into the game. He has no squares to help in the attack. This light square bishop is kind of out of place now that he's on a4. So really, white has to kind of do this with just... Okay. Does he take this? Yeah. And bring the other rook over for support at the earliest moment's notice. So this rook has to slide over to b6. Say it again.
Black is just so exposed.
He is, and I think this bishop and pawn, well, actually bishop and two pawns is more than enough compensation. But he did not manage his time trying to pull off this defense, so he is drastically down on time. 18 seconds left. It looks like we're going to be tied up after the first game.
So what's the plan for white in this position? He's down.
I would just play solid moves and just take the clock win and move on to the next game. Oh, this is not as simple. He just lost a piece.
Yeah, he just lost a piece.
Uh-oh. Can he pre-move and seal Canty's fate?
He's going to have to. He's going to have to. Black played nice, sound, defensive moves. Canty's going to have to... he's going to have to try to wiggle. He's going to try to have to hit him with some sneaky checks.
Yeah. This is not good for Canty, man. Can he pull this off? You got to trade rooks.
I don't know. He had to keep that queen on the board to give himself some extra, some additional.
Yeah, this is going to be a glimpse of what we're going to see in the bullet portion. Let's see what he looks like with 8 seconds left on his clock.
He's keeping all his material, which is a good plan. He's keeping his pawns.
His pre-move game looks decent.
He's got it.
Yeah, my man's in trouble right now.
All right, it looks like James is going to pull it out. He's got to take that pawn. Yeah, he's going to
lock it up. Is mate.
He missed it.
Queen h6 was mate. Canty move, boy. Oh my God.
Wow,
0.13.
Look at Martin. Martin is exasperated, very frustrated.
Yeah, Martin had queen h6 mate regardless of what square the king went to. He missed it and played a king move.
I remember Martin looks just like I was looking when Lamel was escaping, when I was putting my foot deep in Lamel's backside. Lamel always had some kind of lubricant to kind of ease it out.
Yeah, let's look at that real quick, everyone. Here we go on screen. We're going to go back to the end of that game. We had a finito right in this position right here. All right, he went queen here. Queen h6 secured the mate regardless if he went here or here with the king. If king goes here, this is mate. And if king goes here, it was still mate. All right, he missed it and therefore cost a very costly game. Now the score is tied up. Momentum is shifting. Let's get back to the match.
I don't like trading that dark square bishop. It's so nice and so strong.
Oh, you know what? I have to get out of studio mode. I don't even know if anyone saw that. Let's drop studio mode real quick. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I just noticed that I was in studio mode, so you guys may not have even seen some of the analysis because I didn't have the transitions up. I apologize, but we should be able to show everything at this point. Did Hansen just flag up a queen and rook? Absolutely. Yep.
Yes, he did.
Pressure.
Yes,
Yep.
he did.
That's a sign of his decorum and his demeanor that's going to happen in the bullet portion. For those who don't know, we got 11 games blitz and then 10 games bullet. 21 games total. All games must be played regardless if someone has secured the victory or not. You must play all 21.
If you've noticed, the Jedi is playing my pet line of the hyper accelerated dragon. Look at how beautiful the position is. Ooh.
Beautiful, huh?
I must say that's a dangerous take.
Yeah, this is not good for black, sir.
I don't know why he took it that way. I don't know.
Yeah, this loosey goosey pawn is gonna be a problem, right? So now his king is a little bit exposed.
Well, he's got queen. Yeah, so far he's okay.
Canty's finding a way to navigate the position, but I will say I prefer white in this position.
He's gonna try to utilize that extra pawn.
All right, the exchange thing I'm not loving. I think he just kind of helped black to situate his position. I am not a fan of what just took place. I would actually go rook c8 here, threaten a knight, and if he moves it, I think I prefer my knight coming into e2 instead of coming over to the rim or anything like that.
Exactly. You play rook c8 because you have tactics.
See, that just loses a pawn.
Yeah, he had tactics. Rook c8 had tactics because if he regards the knight, he can just take it. And
Wait,
then you got the chip. You got the fork on e2.
It's actually even.
Yeah.
White must have gave up a pawn earlier.
Yeah, he was up. Remember? He could have held on to it. I believe he could have held on to it with the setting up the tactics with rook c8.
In the chat, Canty is showing some concern. He says, Canty not looking as tactically sharp as usual.
Yeah, who said that?
That was Akash.
Yeah. He's accurate. But sometimes it takes Canty a couple of games to get into the groove.
They asked, "Are you drinking from a milk carton, sir?"
My wife has a daycare. So I am drinking a kitty juice.
I remember those. The old school park district days. Those were refreshing.
They are very refreshing.
I don't know what was better. Is it the kindergarten apple juice cartons or the water? Have you ever been playing outside and you drink straight from the water hose because you know if you go inside your mom's gonna say stay in or eat lunch?
Yeah.
That water hose of water it hits different, man.
Man, it's a 100% juice and a little bit carton, man. It's just so refreshing.
Yeah, I would always chuck the sandwich, man. I would chuck the sandwich because of the mayonnaise that was on it. And I would hit the carton of milk or apple juice. And then I would have the applesauce or the fruit.
Man, those were the good old days.
Lamel says, I'm going to put Remy on a milk carton.
Man, that dude is getting funnier. That was kind of funny.
All right, so we got the Barry Sanders going down the A file.
Yeah, Can he be stopped? I don't know how he's going to stop that guy.
Yeah, I think at this point you just bring king support, right? This king guiding this pawn has to make some sacks. Something has to happen.
Get the king over there.
Yeah, see,
come on.
You can't do this without the king. Yeah,
king 7 d6. Let's go.
Can't do it without the king, guys.
He forked him.
He's fine. Take the bishop and walk the pawn, man.
I don't know why he didn't take the bishop.
Yeah, I agree, Akash. Canty isn't looking as sharp as normal.
He just lost the knight, didn't he? Oh, no, he didn't lose it. Okay.
Yo's check. There you go.
There we go.
Now he just walks the dog. Oh, Rufus. Time for your Scooby snack. Walk the dog, baby. Come on. What are you doing, Canty? Walk the dog. This is hard to watch. Oh, you know what? I think he was trying to get in front of that pawn.
That's exactly what he's trying to do. He doesn't want that pawn to get down.
I apologize, Mr. Jedi.
Yeah, he wants him to have no counterplay, but it's looking drawish. In fact, white may be winning because he's closer to black's pawn.
And his time does matter. He could have just blocked with the pawn right there. Uh-oh. I think it's still a draw. So he has to push pawn.
So.
What?
I think white is winning here. Yeah, white is winning for sure.
No, because I think he still gets to box the pawn in, right? Or no, because the king is going to shield.
Yeah.
Gotta walk. Yep, king shields.
White is definitely winning. And he's winning on the board and on the clock.
Man, Martin is looking strong right now. He could be up 3-0, but it's 2-1.
I did not expect this from Martin. Man, Florida's going to be tough.
So we do have a pending Chicago Chess Blitzers versus Orlando match pending. There'll be 12 masters facing off each other over, I believe, a 2-week period. Just so you guys know, I will be taking on Martin Hansen. He is actually my board versus board competition. But I don't see any problems.
Whoa,
I don't see any
whoa!
problems.
He's got the Jedi 3-2, but you don't see any problems.
It's 2-1, sir. You got to just look at today's stats, 2-1.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But he should technically be up 3-0 based on what I've seen. If he would have saw Queen H6, right, been up a queen and a rook, even with 3 seconds, I don't care what position you drop my rook and queen in, I'm gonna finish it. I'm sorry, but he was unable to finish it, which makes me concerned about the bullet portion. But
so are we going to be looking at another sack on D7?
Okay, Canty, yeah, absolutely. Canty is getting some fire
Very
out of
nice.
these openings when he has white.
Very
So
nice. So when should he sack right now? Should he
not
take the
yet,
bishop?
not yet.
Take the bishop. Take the bishop. Take the. I mean,
Yeah,
bishop
not
takes
yet
bishop.
because the rooks pose too much of a counter threat. The F file will be open, possibly the G file, and then the rooks will be on the G file and F file. It's just not good. So don't rush it because he can't go to safety with his king
All right.
until.
So he just played the line I suggested. Now let's see if it works.
It's not enough resources, man.
I don't know.
This is how he was able to defend last time.
That weak E6 is a problem.
No, Queen A5 is gonna cause the bishop to have to do something, and then the other rook can come out, and it's fine. Okay, so he's going in this way. So he's gonna go rook B6 next and try to lock down a position.
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah, defensively, it's just I don't know. He has to come with some better tactical lines if he's gonna play this. GodDaniel, can you tell us about National Blitz League for someone that doesn't know about it? Absolutely. So we are in the final week, ladies and germs, of the National Blitz League Season 3. It is composed of 10 teams, 10 head coaches, 6 players on each team. They competed for 12 weeks for our regular season, going in arenas and gathering points, team arena battles. And we had the top 6 in bullet and top 6 in blitz face off over the course of the last couple of weeks in the playoffs. We are now in the championship week. While I'm talking about it, let me pull up the flyer real quick. But this is the schedule. For next week, we have our Bullet Championship, which is the Dallas Bulls versus the North Carolina Reapers on Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time. We'll be streaming it live from this channel. And then on Wednesday, we have our Blitz Championship at 8 p.m. Central Time, where we have the number 1 LA Mambas taking on the number 4 North Carolina Reapers. So Monday is Bullet, Wednesday is Blitz. Next week, we will have both of our champions. And then we're preparing. We're going to be plotting. Our head coaches are going to give a lot of input. And we're going to be gearing up for Season 4. So if you would like to be a part of the National Blitz League, we want you to go right now to NBLchess.live. Again, N as in Nancy, B as in boy, L as in Luna, chess.live. You can register right on there. And then what happens is the head coaches, they'll start doing their homework over the break that we'll have between Season 3 and Season 4. And then we will open up Season 4 with a draft that will be done live. The head coaches will select their teams. It's a whole bunch that goes into it. We have trades, trade deadlines, a whole bunch, but you have to be selected by a team. Other than that, you'll be in the D League, where you can be drafted and picked up by a player. All right, Time God 2. I'm going. Absolutely. We'd love to have you, man. Go ahead and head over to the website. What's the website? The Corsi Kid. It is www.nblchess.live. All right, these are a few. Canty is one of our official streamers, but he's also a player of the Miami Lions, their top board, I believe. And he's in a cage match right now with Martin Hansen out of Orlando Chess House.
Now you saw that Martin played Queen G5, but instead, did he have Rook F8?
Let me check it out real quick, Remy. I see Angel did what I was about to do. He had Rook F8. What move? Give me the move real quick.
Let's see.
This is over. Black is up a whole rook.
Yeah, move 27. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, move 27. Did he have what?
Did he have Rook F8 instead of Queen G5?
Rook F8.
Yeah, what happens after Rook F8?
Yeah, then he goes F4, right?
Now that's very loose.
It is, but I think it's okay, right? Well, actually, Rook could just go back to the G file and have him hold that pawn.
Exactly. I don't think it's too good.
Yeah, you're right.
but he chose the safe route. I think it's still winning. And
Yeah.
James is down on time.
So would you say that Canty needs to abandon this line, even though it looks like some good possible counterplay? Since he's not firing on all cylinders tactically, should he just
Yeah,
leave this line alone?
because for some reason he's not firing on all cylinders, and when that happens, it's time to go back to a positional type of game. The opening kind of fits his style, but he's just not firing on all cylinders. I for example, I don't know why he didn't. I don't know why he hasn't played. Why he never played H7. He had several opportunities to push that pawn. He didn't play it. I don't understand.
Man, I think he had to maintain that mate threat, right? Not maintaining the mate threat down with the last few seconds. I mean, what does he expect? All right. So technically, I don't know, guys. We're in for a treat. This is going to be a match because technically, with Queen H6, right? This is a 4-0 landslide right now. Fortunately, he didn't see it. A little blitzing, and now it's a 3-1 match. But Canty has to do something right now, or else this match is going to get away from him and get out of hand.
It's about to get out of hand. Yeah. But he's playing the hyper accelerated, so this is a victory.
Hey, Nathan, can you confirm something? I believe, just for a little history here, I believe Martin Hansen is from a family of chess gurus, right? His father is like a GM or something like that, and his mom is a woman's. Is it a woman GM?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, Smack My Bishop says, yeah, GMs. Man, so he came with some prep. I don't know what he did to prepare for this match, but he's looking
looked like
good.
he got with his mom and father and brought a whole family against the Jedi. It doesn't matter what force.
I just want to know, Remy, when we do the CCB versus Orlando match, I just want to know if I smoke this dude, do I get 2 GM norms since his since his parents are GMs as well? I want some norms. They got to give me something. Because if I beat you and your whole family, I'm sorry, I need some norms, baby.
That's pretty good stuff. I believe that's fair. Sounds fair to me.
All right, so United Chess League said GM Lars Bo Hansen. Okay. Women International Master, I think. Family greater than force. Yes, father GM. Yeah. This guy looked like he came with some prep, man. Canty has his hands full. He has to lock in.
But I like Canty's position here. Canty's position is tactics.
Yeah, just take and get your bishop. Yep.
Oh, but he's down. But he fires off and grabs another pawn, right?
Yeah. So looking at a pawn count, what do we have here? We have 5 black pawns, and then we got 5 white pawns. So it's still
what do you think
even.
About? Huh? What do
yeah,
you,
still even.
Yeah, still even. I mean, he can play knight takes bishop, rook takes bishop, or h6. What do you think he's going to play?
Wait, knight takes bishop, rook. Why would you rook takes bishop?
No. I mean, rook takes.
Oh, you're saying white responds?
Yes.
Oh, okay, my bad. So knight takes bishop, rook takes bishop, and then what?
He didn't take it. So I'm saying he played h6 instead. I was saying to protect the pawn, he had knight takes. I didn't know if he was going to allow that bishop to stay on the board. If the rook took, I think he still had an opportunity to snap that pawn in the center of the board.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think he can defend it. He has three hits on it, really, right? And only 1 protecting it. So I don't see any moves where he can double protect his pawn. So it's really his when he's ready for it. But what I do like about Canty's position here, it looks like he's playing a lot more solid. I don't see the loosey-goosey pawns that I saw. Yeah. So since he's not firing on all cylinders tactic-wise, I think he made the adjustment.
I think so, too. All right. Is it safe to take the pawn yet? Or are there other tactics that you have to worry about? No, you can't take it yet. But what about just taking the bishop and then firing down on the e file? You got the Jedi versus Martin Hansen.
All right. Let's see what's happening with this.
All right. So he's so possible moves. He's got Queen F7 to try to trade off, get that queen out of the line so he can finally take the pawn.
I don't like that. I think the black queen needs to stay on the board.
All right. So what's the idea here? I don't like knight d6. That doesn't seem like it has any real future. All right. So he takes the pawn and he's going to barrel down on that e file.
Now, what's his logic there, though? So,
I mean the pawn is weak. He's going to play Queen F5 and just put. Oh, wow.
Well, yeah, he can't snap that pawn until the dust clears, right?
Yeah, just take it.
I think no, rook f8, and then one of those pawns are gonna fall. Either f2. Yeah, there you go. F2 or d4. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if knight takes bishop was best.
So after he plays queen, if he plays rook f3 here,
Yeah, just snap the pawn on d5 on d4.
but after rook takes bishop, I mean rook takes rook,
Yeah, king takes
bishop
rook.
takes, and the queen sneaks in there on g6.
Yeah, no threats. Right, he would even lose the knight because of rook check on d1. Would snap the knight on. Oh wait, no, he'll just take the knight. It's free.
Ah, okay.
So he's looking really good. I see the potential fork on d4 coming
It's
soon.
coming. Yeah, it's
This is
coming.
also a pass pawn, right? It's supported by the c file, so I like black definitely more in this position. There you go. And this might be soon to be curtains, right?
Yeah, James is starting to turn on the heat.
Yeah. He's going
Yeah,
for the okay. So he's
feeling
forcing
it.
the trade. Go rook f6. Gotta
Rook
save your pawn.
f6. Yeah, rook
Yep.
f6, this is
Time is of
about
the
to be.
essence.
Yeah, it's about to be a party. Now he just has to move. So it looks like he may even things up here a bit.
Chess Scholar, thank you for uploading that. Orlando Chess House. That is the home of Martin Hansen and the Florida chess players. Definitely follow them when you get a chance on Twitch. And then Mr. Nathan Kelly just uploaded our Facebook page. If you want to stay in tune about cage matches, updates,
Oh wow,
pregame
what just
debates,
happened?
all of that good stuff. Canty's is that it's this bullet time.
Oh man, Martin is bringing the heat. Look at him, just work the Jedi.
And he just looks so slow. Like the Jedi is just I don't know. Oh
Ooh,
my
this
god.
isn't good.
All right,
Whoa, we're
Canty
right when we
goes down.
Canty needs to take a timeout.
I
Canty
can
needs
I
to
can agree
take
with
a
that.
timeout. Where is Gadsden?
Yeah, Detroit
Where
chess
is
killers, get
Gadsden?
your boy on the line. He's getting smacked in the back of the head and thrown in the back seat of his car like he's a bad child. Uh,
He's shaking his head. The body language isn't good. I mean, he played great. He had a great game. Oh, here we go. This is the line again. Here we go. We're gonna see it again.
all right, I'm gonna need some smoke. So let me throw my tactical genius cap real quick, and I'm gonna tell you how to proceed because you know what you and James are recommending and doing is not working for me, Remy. It's not working.
uh,
Okay.
I think he had great pressure last game. I don't know. I don't know what he misplayed, but I thought the pressure was beautiful.
Okay. So he's probably gonna come down and snap a2, or is he gonna develop? Let's see.
Well, he can't develop. That queen needs to go somewhere.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even recognize the queen was under attack. Oops.
Yeah, that queen's got to go somewhere.
Okay, so he doesn't want to open up the file.
Uh,
Let me see. Tactical me would play. I would just develop
what's
the
wrong?
bishop right now.
What's wrong? What's wrong with All right, you got queen g3. You got bishop e3.
I mean, it's ample here. Bishop e3 looks good. He
Queen
keeps going to this
g3.
queen g file stuff. Leave it
Yeah. Well,
alone.
you gotta hit the weak pawn. You gotta try to make him create some weaknesses. Now you play bishop g5.
No.
Getting
Yeah,
getting
bishop
those dark
e3.
squares.
If he moves knight out like we're expecting him to, then queen bishop h6 is very annoying, almost forcing him to go to the queen side for his safety. I definitely think he should reroute the knight. Okay, now let's go bishop h6. Do not let him sneak
Yeah,
out.
yeah. I like knight c5. I like knight c5. I like
That
the
is
knight
stronger.
c5.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
stronger.
knight c5. Get the rook. Get that bishop off the file. Get the bishop hanging on some diagonals. Hopefully the bishop can get to d6.
Yeah,
Now,
they're experimenting with this line. Smack my bishop too. They're experimenting with this line. Canty feels like he's got something in it. Martin Hansen has defended it properly twice. So we're gonna see. This is kind of if whatever happens in this game, it is what it is.
I've always wondered what that statement means. It is what it is.
Meaning that he needs to go ahead and get something else going because it is what it is. He can't. You don't have the tactical opportunity to do what you need to do.
It looks like he's tied up Black's pieces. Black doesn't look like he can untangle himself.
He did.
Or
So this
yeah,
h6 move is in preparation for knight f5, right? If he would have played it immediately, you just take it, and then queen to g5 is almost not almost. It is curtains. Right, so he plays h6 to prevent the queen from going to g5.
All right, now it's time to get that rook to the c file or play. Oh, nice. Yeah,
Gotta
that's
play
how you
active.
want to get it up there.
Yeah, gotta play active.
It looks like he's got himself in an entanglement, as Jaden would say.
Yeah, and he's doing much better on time. So,
All right, what ideas do we want to play here? We got.
man, I see a discovery.
What
Look
about
at that
Queen
bishop on
H4?
d6. Just snap a
Does
free
Queen
pawn.
H4 work? No, Queen H4 is garbage.
No, rook captures b6.
Oh my gosh, did he put himself right there?
Yeah,
Yes, he
rook captures
did.
b6 is just a discovery.
Why not? Snap that Mickey Ficky. I wonder what is he calculating. All right.
Absolutely. All right, then you got to garner the 7th rank. That's just textbook, right? And then just stay patient. He's getting anxious and
Oh
whoa, what
wow!
the?
Whoa! I wasn't expecting this. All
What
right.
in the?
Yes. Okay. So he wants to live in peace. He
This
just
looked
wants to
like
live
something
in
that you
peace and
would do,
harmony.
Remy.
Yes. Yes, I would.
This feels like vintage Remy.
Yes, I would. I would love this, and I like Black's position here. Once he gets Bishop E6, he's fine, man.
I'm going H file all day long. Gotta bust the position up. H file. Yeah, as exactly.
All right, this is how you parlay that. Exactly. There we go.
No, G3. Thank you, and then H5 anyway.
Now, what if you play F5 first?
We're fine. We'll do the exchange.
There we go. F5, baby. Bust it open.
H5 anyway. Thank you.
Come on, Bishop F4. Bishop F5. Let's play Bishop F5, and we're
And
all fine.
what do you answer for G4 after
Oh, wait a
Bishop
minute.
F5?
Wait. Huh?
G4 after Bishop F5.
Oh, he just took it.
Oh no, don't. Yeah,
Another.
Queen G4. Queen captures. Queen back to G4. Step up. Put the rook over on the file.
King steps up. Threatening mate.
Oh, be careful. This bishop will try to skewer the king. And the king and the rook. So he cannot take that pawn unless he's willing to exchange the queen for it. But it really just feels anticlimactic.
Nice move. Nice move.
Can he snap this? Can he go check in and snap the pawn on the d file?
You mean now it takes F3?
No. Wait, what the hey? Oh
Well,
yeah, because of check. Yeah.
Why couldn't he fork him? Why couldn't he skewer him?
No, because the same move, Queen F6 checks king and he gets out of it.
Oh, okay.
All right, go back door. Tickle me Elmo.
Wow, this is some fire on the board stuff here.
Yeah, Canty's up on time. Martin is down to 11 seconds. Canty cannot overthink this. King G2, dude. Play moves.
Uh-oh, the bishop is about to come alive.
F3 is fine. Dude, King F2. Move, Canty. Man, he seems slow today.
He does seem very, very slow. I don't know what it is.
Okay, G4. Let's go. G4. Come on, G4. Oh, let them in paradise. If Martin wins this on time, somebody needs to.
Yeah.
Detroit Chess Killers. If he does not seal this game, I'm gonna need you guys to get him on the line.
Oh no!
Checkmate.
Mate.
All right, 4-2. He stopped the bleeding just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Game. All right, I love. Let's get this hyper accelerated going. Oh, he didn't play D4, so this is going to be. Now, what happens in these positions when you're playing the hyper accelerated? When White plays this slow stuff like this, Black equalizes immediately, and you just have a nice, easy game. So there's going to be nothing for James to worry about. He's going to be able to equalize nice and easy. He's not going to have any problems.
Yeah, I like this for Black. I do like this for Black.
The end game is already favorable. White, the problem is when White plays passives in these positions, Black is just able to equalize so quickly, and it's just comfortable. And but Martin likes the slow positional stuff. He's shown that he can take the position and make something happen.
And Brian Tillis of the Palm Beach Chess, he did say that in the pregame debate, right? He said that Canty was tactics. He said that Martin was positional, and this was going to be a classic showdown of tactics versus positional.
He did, but I'm not seeing it. Martin, Akash said that James needs to go to the dark side, and I believe it.
Okay, so the force. That's what you're referring to.
Yeah.
He definitely
He's gonna
needs the
have to
force
use it.
because Martin has put his foot quite deep. I
Yes, he
think
did.
I think on Zoom we asked Martin to show his shoes. They were white, right?
They were
And
white.
after the first what is this, 6 games, he's lifted his shoe in the camera and we see that they are deep brown. So we're gonna need Canty to start mailing this man his shoe back and start fighting back.
Exactly. Exactly.
Curtis Matthews, welcome to the stream, brother. Canty got to lean to the dark side to win this one. Come on, guys. Say as Martin jumped off the deep end. That is the Canty stream. Canty playing so slow. Absolutely.
Yeah, he is kind of playing slow. I wonder what is it? I wonder what is it? Maybe he needs to put on his glasses.
So the viewer said, can we watch from Hansen's side? Let's get into the mind of Martin Hansen. Absolutely. Let's do it. So, Martin, we're now watching from the white side of the game. Black just looks like they're really just.
It looks like he snapped a pawn.
Yeah, I'm really liking Black in this game.
Yeah.
We got a weakness
That's the
on
problem with
C3.
playing passive in these positions.
Oh, I think he should just went immediately knight C3 and. Well, no. Yeah,
Woo!
because of the rook.
Nasty.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch. Was that a donation game? That wasn't even like mandatory or anything, right?
It wasn't. I mean, but
Wait. But the knight on D2 was still a fork anyway, so he was trying to avoid fork but couldn't get out of it.
But again, he couldn't get out of it.
Yeah. All right, good game.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about that hyper accelerator, man. If white doesn't keep pressing, black's game is just too comfortable.
All right, so we are back in another Sicilian. Canty has much footage on playing against the Sicilians on YouTube. If you have yet to check him out, go to GM Canty on YouTube and check out some of his videos. Let's see how he handles the Sicilian in this game. It is now 3-4. He's made this a match. That's how quickly things can turn.
He's made
so that is game number 7. They have 4 more games left. This game and 3 more. And then we will switch over to the bullet portion. Things are getting interesting.
Interesting. Okay, so now what happens after takes?
All right, Mr. Nathan Kelly, thank you for putting a link to Canty's YouTube. Show him some love, guys. Subscribe to his channel. Does Hansen tilt or is he cool under pressure? I don't know. I haven't watched enough of Hansen, Dominique, but I do know that in that bullet, he missed the clear mate on H6. So I think nerves may get a bit to him in the bullet portion.
In the pregame debate, it was said that he does not tilt. He can lose game after game after game, and he will not tilt. So we'll see.
And Brian Tiller said he came ready. Do you remember that, Remy?
I do.
He said, I think, how many games did he say? He said over the last 2 or 3 days, the man had played 150-something bullet games or something like that.
Exactly.
Oh, we got some Sakovic coming. This is Canty's world here. Rook captures knight all day long. Queen captures F7.
He's going to play it.
Yeah, it got to be some mate nets here. This thing might be tied up 4-4, folks.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 4-4 because I don't see how he escapes all of this.
Got to step over. Rook D1. Queen comes over to D7 next. And where's the mate? There has to be a mate somewhere.
Right. This queen now mate, right?
Nope. The king is in the corner. Oh, now rook goes back to C1.
Right, let's take our time
there
out.
you go.
Yeah, he's going to take
All right, he says,
wow.
Absolutely, fellas. Go ahead and take your time out. Take about 3 to 5 minutes and then come on back.
Storm back by Canty. Storm back.
All right. So there you go. It is now tied up 4-4. Mr. Canty has brought it all the way back.
He went to the dark side. Akash called for the dark side, and Canty went straight there. Canty's into the dark side now, baby. I mean, and he just went back to simple fundamentals. He played good, strong, solid chess.
So Remy, let me ask you: put on your Phil Jackson hat for a moment. Coach hat. Was this a good timeout?
I think so.
Why do you think so?
Because he had his foot on the gas. He was burying Canty, and he sees that Canty's gaining momentum. Anytime your opponent starts gaining momentum, it's time for a timeout.
But I thought chess was about mathematics, skill, precision, logic, critical thinking. What does a timeout do for a chess player?
Forget all that, man. This man needs to be balanced.
So even though it's chess, there's still human factors involved. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And Martin is looking at the screen. He's focused. He doesn't really want a timeout. He just wants to get back into the killer mode, come back.
So
And
Remy, check this out, man. Have you heard what was going down in the trash talk chat as of the last 2 weeks?
I did not hear. Tell
Okay,
me.
so Mr. Corey Aker, another Florida chess player, right? He's a very strong FIDE master out of Florida. He was talking real loose in our NBL trash talk chat, and somebody caught him on his foolishness. It was a man named by the name of FIDE master Matthew Stevens of Chicago.
Matthew
So these
Stevens,
guys got to
the
talking
GOAT.
smack. They got to talking about terms, how much money you want to put up, beating their
Whoa.
chest. I put 5 on it. I put 500. I'll match you. So they were going back and forth in the trash talk chat. So we had to set it up. Mr. Nathan Kelly went to work, baby. And this Sunday, folks, we have a cage match. We usually do cage matches on Tuesdays and Fridays, but there's a special cage match happening on this Sunday.
Wow.
We have FIDE Master Matthew Stevens. You can look at his ratings right there. Blitz 2388, Bullet 2536. He's taking on Corey Aker, a FIDE Master with a Blitz rating of 2822. That's unreal strong. That's ridiculous strong. That's freaky strong, right? And a Bullet rating of 2610. But Matthew was talking trash. He didn't seem intimidated.
I'm ready.
Are these fellas ready to go?
Oh, how do I accept the rematch?
Hold on, let me tell these guys.
The challenge.
All
right, fellas. So there are 3 games left in this in Blitz portion, and then we'll transition to the Bullet. But we will take a break between the transition. So after these 3 games, let's pause for a moment, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right. So they can no longer hear us.
Yeah, I should have black. So let's see what this is. Okay, we're good.
All right. I'm not seeing their game for some reason. Let me pull it up real fast.
And going back to this match, man, Corey has Matthew by a lot of points, but man, Matthew has been going on a tear.
He's in the running for MVP of the playoffs, baby.
Man,
the North Carolina Reapers. Remember,
he single-handedly has brought them all the way through.
Remember, they were a non-factor until they sacrificed those points to make that trade. I want to say it was about week 8 or 9 out of 12. And as soon as they made that sacrifice to get him on board and make that trade, they just came out of nowhere just going nuts, right? So they barely made it into the playoffs in both Blitz and Bullet. If it wasn't for that trade, I don't think their team name was not even mentioned in the beginning of NBL Season 3.
Yeah, shout out to JJ. JJ made the
absolutely
move. And man, shout out to JJ.
That's a good head coach, man. You got to make the adjustments.
Was this another hyper accelerated?
This was another hyper accelerated. They're loving the Sicilian stuff.
Yeah, I like the position that James is getting, even though it looks very, very restricted and kind of loose and open. Black is getting everything he wants.
All right. Let's see what we're doing here. So, let's see. Who do I like here? I never liked this pawn for some reason on E6. Is that something that you don't mind, Remy, when you play the Sicilian? Because I'm not a Sicilian player.
Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's always good if you can get the bishop outside the chain. But
absolutely.
It's always better if you can get the bishop, and you don't want to have a bad bishop. Nobody likes that. But
and this bishop also discombobulates the rook connection, right? So it's hard to even get the rook pair because that bishop's just sitting in between them with nowhere really to go that's useful.
Exactly. But the position here calls for it. It calls for it to stay tight. You may remember Kasparov playing deep blue.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he had bishops long ago. He had bishops that were restricted like this and protecting that E6 pawn. So it goes. The idea has a deep history.
Well, I'm loving this white knight on C5. This is just freaky, right? It's attacking 2 pawns, keeping the bishop honest. The bishop can't make it out. It can't really even go here without being attacked. So this knight is doing everything that we could possibly want it to. I liked trying to support it with B4 and A3, but let's see what he does.
But I think James has kind of finagled it, got in a position to a spot where he can manage it, and boom, there it is, bishop A6. And the bishop all of a sudden has renewed life.
Sensei's coming to the city.
Oh, okay.
You sound like you like this foolishness, man. The Sicilian, I've never liked.
I don't understand why.
And that may sound bad because I know people are like, "Oh, you have a national master title. How could you not like the Sicilian?" Listen, I like what I like, and I don't like what I don't like. Because when I was coming up, right, I was the little guy playing these grown men in tournaments, going to Thule Parks, going to Chicago Opens, going to World Opens. And one thing that I noticed, I said, man, every single person, because remember, it really picked up even more steam when Kasparov had it. Right?
Exactly.
So because he was the world champion for a period of time, everybody was studying it. Everybody was playing. I was like, listen, I go to school, I play math sports, I play basketball, cross country, soccer, football, everything, wrestling, everything that you could possibly think. I didn't have time to hit the books like that. So I said, why would I play something that everybody and their mama is studying in depth when I could just play something else that is not as studied? And I would have, because I knew that tactically I could outplay anybody. Once I get you out of book, I don't care if you're Magnus Carlsen.
What?
I'm gonna put my foot deep. If Magnus Carlsen,
might be going a little far.
You shut your mouth. If Magnus Carlsen wants to get it in out of book like a 960 position, I will hit my man's all in his throat.
Crazy talk. But I like it.
See, that's you guys' problem. You guys are scary. That's you all's problem. You gotta have some confidence, man.
I mean,
you gotta be willing to smack
maybe if you're
the big
talking
boys.
about Anish Giri and you're saying, yeah, Anish might draw
Hey,
you.
look, you guys talk trash about Anish Giri, but remember, he was the one that beat Carlsen when everybody else had negative things to say about him. He was the one that put his foot deep up Carlsen's butt. So I like Anish Giri. You guys can say Tiger and Petrosian, Draw Master, all that stuff. Anish is good in my book.
Wait a minute. Why? Didn't
wasn't that with Czech?
Why didn't he play Czech first?
Yeah, I don't know.
There was a free piece.
I'm starting to think he might have. These guys might have drank before this match.
What? There was a free piece.
Totally free. We all know Daniel didn't hoop. Mr. Joseph Gatson of the Detroit Chess Killers. Every time you guys think that you know something that I did not do, I always embarrass you guys. Remember, you guys thought that you could beat Chicago in a race at the Chicago Open? What happened in that race, Mr. Joseph Gatson? We have
it on film, Joe. We have it on film.
We have you choking on my dust from me burning you, and I burnt you so bad you tripped over your own feet. Right? So that's what happened with the running. Basketball, it will be the same thing. I will tap those ankles real nice and sweet, and we will have another highlight reel for Chicago while Detroit is suffering from another L.
Wait a minute. Is Canty about to go up? Now he's starting to move faster.
He is
actually moving like he's got some speed.
But remember, in that Jan match, he said the exact same thing. He said it took him a minute. I had to figure Jan out, but once I got him, man, I got him. I put the Jedi School textbook lesson number 9267, and I put him in the Jedi horns, right? Exactly, and now it looks like he's doing something similar. So this is now 5-4. Canty has his first lead of the night.
Wow.
If he secures the next game, he will win the Blitz. What was the predictions during the pregame debate about who would win the Blitz portion?
Now, both of them both players said that the Blitz was going to be close.
Okay.
Both players said that the Blitz was going to be close. It was actually in the bullet portion that it was predicted that games would lose 70% of the games.
In the bullet portion?
That's what he said.
But you know what? I'm not gonna lie, man. Martin Hansen's pre-moves.
He sat there and he said with a straight face, "Yeah, I feel that." He's like, "I feel that way." That's what he said. He said it with a straight face. I thought he was joking. He was serious.
But listen, I will say this. I think tactically the edge is to Canty in the bullet portion. But looking at the few pre-move games that we've had, right? We've seen Canty with 30, 40 seconds and Hansen down to 11, 12, 13 seconds. And somehow they're blitzing out for the last few moves to figure out who wins. That means his pre-move game is on point. And to practice over 150 in 3 days, that's also saying something. That's an average of 50 games a day. So that's very impressive.
That's saying quite a bit. What's the idea for Canty here? His black's position is a little unorthodox, but he's got that rook beaming down on G2.
Absolutely.
Queen is about to swing over.
I think it's simple, bro. There's no light square bishop, so king nestles. Eventually nestles on D7. Slide them bad boys to the H file and G file. Or if he takes on F7, slide over to the F file and just get to murdering. Look, he got everything aimed this way. Queen is hitting G2.
What's the proper defense? G3?
Bishop is hitting H2. Yeah, G3. Yeah, but sacks are coming, baby. Keep your eyes open.
Tactics. What did he play? Just the simple rook fe1
All
or rook be1?
right, this is his time. He has to step up.
It's time to castle, huh? And give up a pawn.
That looks a little scary. Don't forget the B file is still open, semi-open by white. So you don't want to go too fast that way, especially giving up the F7 pawn. You have a nasty connection from F7 to G7 to B7 and Rook to B7. So that looks very dangerous to me. So I don't know
what
about the
should he
queenside
play?
castle.
Can you play rook g7 and then bishop f8?
Rook G7 loses. Oh well, Bishop F pulling it back. It feels awkward, right? And then how do you answer the next
So how
move,
do you
which is
defend the rook? Or do you defend the rook? You have to defend the rook. Is there any type of mate threat? Can he play takes? He can't play takes.
What about? Oh, you know what I was looking at before he made that move? I was looking at knight H4. What did that? Was that
But
curtains?
it was a nice idea, but can he just play queen takes and then the knight? What does the
Queen
knight
takes
do?
what?
Queen takes queen.
Ah, true. My bad. I missed the queen takes queen hit. Yep, you're right. But it was still just being exchanged though because the rook is still holding the G pawn to the king.
Or maybe he could calculate taking the rook check. I don't know. It was kind of dangerous. And oh, you know what? Yeah, he takes it. King steps up. Bishop check. Yeah, I think he could take the rook. Let's go back. You have analysis board.
Angel says when that 1 minute pop, Jedi becomes a different. He pulls out a different saber.
Now let's see.
Okay, I don't know if he
This
can
is a
take.
move nobody would consider, but I would like to play it. I like queen takes knight.
And going for the queen for 2 rooks.
I do.
Mm,
I like that. I like that exchange with the pawn.
I just
Coming
feel
down the b-file.
it's not bad, but my question is why, right? Black's attack has seemed to fizzle. So it's like, why not just keep the pressure instead of exchanging everything off?
This is the thing. You'll find that a lot of people cannot play those imbalanced positions. A lot of people just can't play it. They don't.
But these
know
are
what
two
to do
masters,
with
man.
it.
These aren't Rudy Poos.
That's true, but
I mean, look at this. The queen is still on the board. How does he defend A7 now? This
I've
is.
won
I
many
mean,
of Blitz games like that.
that's true. I have seen you do that. That's true. But how does he defend A7? You see what I'm saying? Just maintain the pressure.
Yeah, he's definitely made. Oh, that's a free.
That's
no.
free.
Okay, so
Oh
rook
no.
hanging on b1. It's a rook hanging on b1.
Yep.
Just
not the pawn.
Yeah,
Get the
just
pawn
take the
first.
pawn. Take the pawn. Take the pawn and be happy.
But he has to be careful because this back rank, and then with his queen having access to E4, it can be some problems for like mate nets.
He could have played queen d7, but this is good too.
Ugh, I think he's pulling this out. I'm starting not to like. Yeah, I'm starting not to like. He has to hold everything. Hold everything. How does he answer this rook? I think he has to come back queen b4, right?
Just play queen b4. Everything holds.
Or can he? Just, I think he might have been able to get away with queen e5 too.
Threatening the mate.
No. The check. The checks. Yeah, the checks.
What is this?
What?
Whoa!
Mouse slip. Mouse slip.
Threw away a queen.
Ouch.
And raised his arm, throwing
That
away
hurts.
his saber.
Yeah, that hurts. He was going queen e5 for the mate.
Oh no! What is Canty about to do? No, that's
Canty
the saber.
resign.
What is the saber? Ah!
All right, that pissed him off.
Yeah, that pissed him off. What is he about to do?
All right, let me just let these fellas know last game. Last game, fellas. Last part of the Blitz series. All right.
I think James is going to whip out this nice hyper accelerated. Now, what was interesting is when you had your cage match against Canty, and I remember he was playing this hyper accelerated against you. You were able to successfully
smack it,
defend.
stuff it,
yeah,
kill it.
I was very I was very surprised at the way you were able to handle it so easily. But you can never do it against me, but somehow you're able to do it against Canty.
See, you were doing good. You always start off very well,
No,
and
I'm
then
serious.
somehow you just deteriorate and descend into pure foolishness.
I'm serious. You did great against Canty. You never do good against me with that. So that's why I thought Canty was gonna blow your back out with it, but somehow, you know, you survived. Now, I don't like this position that Canty got himself in. This is a little different than his usual positions. I don't like that. That knight right there on C5 is gonna be so strong now. I don't know how he's gonna shake it out of there.
I'm liking this knight maneuver. The king already having access to the end game, getting to the center fast.
And now he's gonna help the queen develop. The queen's gonna get an automatic invitation to F3 without
That's
doing
very true.
anything.
But I even like the reroute, right? I mean, it's a lot of moves to do something so simple, but even after the exchange, which he has to do, bishop has to take knight, queen takes back. Going knight, who is challenging me?
The
A
the the
1500 just
the
challenging me randomly. All right, go. Rook go. Oh, he took the. Okay, he did something different anyway. I think he
okay
wants to
now
save the dark
okay
square
that's a
bishop.
nice. I thought he was
Okay,
gonna try to
maybe
keep the
not.
bishop. I really think he should have kept the bishop. The knight didn't have any future anywhere. All the squares are covered. Uh, I just don't think he should allow that bishop exchange.
And I think
But
Hansen is getting real comfortable with this knight sitting on c5 like he's paying rent, man. That knight goes
exactly,
to c5 every single
yeah,
game.
that C6 pawn is just so weak.
I mean, and you guys say that you like this stuff, man. How many
Well,
unnecessary
well,
moves
the
did he make?
position. Well, yeah, I think. Whoa, what is this? A sacrifice? What's the idea? He wants access to the H4 square.
Right, he's gonna sack there. If he takes back a queen, he pins the queen to the king. If he
Nice,
would have took
very
back a
nice
pawn, he
idea.
would go backdoor queen check on e1, and then bring the rook down next
Very
on
nice idea. Either
e2.
way, the queen is lost, so he can't take the pawn. Okay.
What?
Well, he doesn't mind. He doesn't mind these because he's gonna get that pawn on right. He's gonna get
Okay,
the
these
pawn on
doesn't
E6.
mind drunk moves. I'm gonna need you guys to play that every single time that I play you guys because this is absurd. Now he's gonna take. He gets at least a pawn, either the H or the F file pawn. White can't even check. Now the C7 square is covered.
He's still got
Everything
some ideas.
falls.
Come on, no, then the knight could have come to C5. He couldn't take the pawn because of the tactics on E6.
Now he's gonna bring the other pawn up for some assistance. Absolutely. He's gonna go H5, of course. Rook is gonna try to finesse the plug. This knight is pretty much stuck to this pawn.
Well, I think he's got a knight. The rook can come right back to C3 and just kind of hang out. Is there any type of fortress? Does White have a fortress?
This is drunk chess, man. I don't know what you guys were thinking. He could just go backdoor right now. Go queen b1. One of these pawns are gonna fall next. It's just curtains.
All right, so the knight's on D2 now. The knight's coming to D2 and going to try to hold fort. Going to try to set up a fortress. Can a fortress be set up in this position? Do you see a fortress anywhere?
For white,
Yeah.
I think he's holding. This is a pretty solid position if he can hold on to the pawns, but I just think it's not worth it.
Oh, he lost the critical B2.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Chess Potzer,
Oh, wait a minute. He didn't
congratulations.
take the B2. Why didn't he take B2? All right, the king's got to hold B2. If he can hold B2, what? What am I watching?
All right, now we got another passer. Can he even? Okay, he has to play rook over. He's gonna try to save that, but I think he loses a piece. Okay, he just takes the pawn. It's totally free. I'm missing something here. This is what happens when you guys play these drunk positions.
Yeah, it's kind of tough. The idea I think was to set up the fortress, but
Bring that king up.
he wanted to play active as well.
Bring the king up. He can't take the pawn. Bring the king up. He still check. Check here. Just wait for it. Bring the king up, can't he? There's nothing this man can do. All right, he's going. The 5, the 10, the 20, and he has to
It's
sack.
over.
It's all over, ladies and germs.
It's over.
All right, so he takes the blitz portion 6-5. And that should do it. He can even snap that if he wants. Yep. And I mean, Martin's trying to make this complicated, but this is just too much time.
Yeah, he's got a lot of time.
Just push the pawn.
He's gonna
Why would
bring
he
the
get
other
from in
one
front of the pawn? I don't know what Canty's doing today.
Step in with the king.
Yeah, he has to slow down the pawn, or else it just gets out of control. All right, there you go. Get the free pawn. Ample time. Come on, boys. Get a fresh 16. All right, let's get ready
Oh
to
yeah.
get these
I
guys a
think he
break.
missed mate. I think he had mate on C8 on C1, but
All right,
mate
good games,
didn't.
fellas. Canty takes that blitz portion by one game, 6-5. Good job, fellas. You guys are banging, man. Playing some good chess. Remy, if you can mute that other line for me.
Yeah, I got it.
Cool. So you guys got about 5 minutes. Get a breather, drink some water, make a phone call, and then we'll get into the last 10 games of the bullet portion as soon as you guys get back.
Cool.
Good games, guys.
Next. When's the
All
next
right.
game?
What was that? Did he
What'd
ask
you
a
say,
question?
Martin?
How long's the break?
About
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
All right.
Yep. All right, so who y'all got, man? That was a very close blitz match. It could have went either way. We saw Canty do a mouse slip towards the end of that series. We saw Hansen miss a checkmate early in the series that would have put him up like 4-0 starting out. Canty showed some determination coming through with the clutch comeback. It is now 6-5. Who do you guys have for the next portion of Bullet? There's 10 games of Bullet left. The score is right now 6-5. Canty is winning. Who do you guys got?
Byron made a prediction that Canty was going to lose 70% of
That's huge, man. 10 games. That means he's saying 7-3.
7-3. I'm really looking to see what's going to happen because that means Canty has to. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I don't see that happening. Both of these guys are supremely fast. I think it's going to be just as close in the bullet portion that it was in the blitz portion. So this really could go either way. I don't know who's going to win, man. Martin showed me some real skill in that blitz portion.
Excuse me.
All right, so let's look. We got some predictions. We got Will win 6-5. Martin is faster today, says Camel Clutcher. 3 people said Canty. 6-4, Canty momentum. It's a toss-up. I mean, Canty, he about to switch robes and grab a different color lightsaber. Yeah, they call him the Jedi for a reason, folks. Canty wins bullet 6-4. Good match, no roll for the bullet. Canty wins lightsaber with most power. All right. So real quick, man, while they're taking this break, guys, we do have a few events going down next week. Let's get into it. On this upcoming Sunday, we have a special edition cage match. Do not forget it. Save the date. Make sure you guys are tuned in at 8 p.m. Central. We have Corey Aker, also out of Florida. His handle on Lee Chess is Tampa Chess. This dude is freaky strong. Blitz 2822, Bullet 2610. And then we have FIDE Master Matthew Stevens taking him on, who may be the MVP of the playoffs depending on what happens next week in the championship series. But Blitz 2388, Bullet 2536. These bad boys are bugging this Sunday. I'm talking about in trash talk. They were talking about money. They were talking about, dude, I'm gonna adopt you. They was talking all type of craziness. I couldn't even keep up with it all. It was just too much.
It was crazy. But do you realize Matthew Stevens took out Atulia?
He did. Atulia Shetty,
on,
international master, one of the top NBL players every single season. He handled that business. This dude is on. I mean, he's playing some different level chess right now.
In a little mini series, he handled him
Absolutely.
unbelievably.
And don't forget, folks, we also have the championship series going down this next week. We have went through all of the teams. We had 10 teams total. 6 made it into the playoffs, both Bullet and Blitz. We are down to the final 2 teams in both categories to close out NBL Season 3. We have the Dallas Bulls, team number 2, led by Grandmaster Ankit Rajpara, taking on the Carolina Reapers, which is Matthew Stevens' team, by the way, as number 6 in the Bullet. They've beat out other teams to make it to the finals. And we also have the number 1 LA Mambas taking on the Blitz Championship on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central against the North Carolina Reapers, also led by head coach J.J. Lang and first board FIDE Master Matthew Stevens. They are number 4 when it comes to Blitz. So it's going to be fantastic. Everything will be streamed live from our Twitch stream channel. Make sure you follow, subscribe, do all of that good stuff.
Man, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Mateproof, can we have your presence on one of the championship games next week?
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Which one would you like to have?
Man, I want to commentate on the Bulls because they beat us.
Okay, so rock with me on Monday, and we're going to do some commentary for the championship. And we're looking to do a broadcast on Wednesday, but we're looking for a special guest to be on the championship for the Blitz. So we're going to hide that for now. Hopefully we can secure that and have a fantastic stream on Wednesday. Danny, any concerns about your match with Dominic Myers? Man, come on now. Dominic
Whoa!
Myers should have been passed along to one of, my angels. I'm God, baby. One of my angels could have took that guy out. But we're going to handle that business. Did we settle on a date yet, Nathan? All right, that's about the 5-minute mark. Let me put a bat signal out for my man's Canty. Mr. Canty, that's about the 5-minute mark. Sir, if you can hear my voice and start returning to the screen, we're going to get into the bullet portion of today's match. All right, Mateproof, I want your official prediction, sir. Who you got?
I think this thing is going to go into overtime.
Overtime?
I think this is going to be decided by a 2 out of 3 bullet.
Okay. All right, so we got some predictions, guys. Some people saying Canty, some people saying Martin, some people saying it's going to go down to an Armageddon, battle it out, overtime piece. Okay, so let's just get into the rules real quick. There's going to be 10 bullet games total. All right, if it happens to be a tie after 21 games, there will be a sudden death 3 additional games. Okay, those 3 additional games will be all bullet. All right, and the best of 2, of course, the person who wins 2 will win the series overall. If it continues to be a tie, we will go sudden death game by game to determine who the winner will be, okay? So good luck, gentlemen. We're having a fantastic time analyzing you all's games. May the force be with you all, and you may begin. Sorry about that sound. I don't know who had the audio on. Somebody had their mic up loud. All right, but let's make sure we're following, and we're going to start off with watching.
That's a good question. Are you okay? Cool. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna start. Wait, they aborted for some reason, but we're gonna start watching from Martin Hansen's side. All right, let's see what these guys got. All right, we're underway. We got us some lightning, Remy. Pre-move game on fleek.
Let's see. There we go. All right, so now let's see if the openings change up for the bullet portion. I know I play different openings for bullet versus blitz. I'm still.
All right, Canty is coming with the smoke. Yeah, classic Bishop Sack all day. All day. There's no answer for this. If he plays it correctly, this should be curtains.
Uh-oh, that's quick.
All right, take that. Yeah, you got to retreat the queen, but now the H file is open. Yep. And this is going to be curtains pretty soon. I got the first game going to Canty.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is over.
God. Man, that was fast. Man, that was fast.
Game number 2. It is now 7-5 in favor of the Jedi. National Master James Canty III.
Uh-oh. 1-1. Did he take a piece or did he take a pawn?
Let's see what happened there. Let me go back.
Why would he take a pawn?
Yeah, that was a pawn.
He took a pawn instead of the piece. What in the world? Was he? I think he was confused. He's like, no.
Yeah. It was too good to be true. He just
He took a pawn. He had a piece. Nice, easy, fat, juicy knight on F6. He takes a pawn on D6, and it wasn't even free. It wasn't even a free pawn.
That's a sign of nerves, man. Nerves.
Yeah, that's crazy. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign overall.
I'm liking G4. Let's roll, baby.
That is not a good sign overall.
That is not. That is not. I can agree to that.
I don't know how he's gonna do overall if he's missing 3 pieces out like that right out the gate. And he took time to think about it too. He took his time on the take. That wasn't good.
All right, we got opposite color bishops. White definitely has some pawn structural problems with the double isolators on the C file and also an isolated on the A file as well. But with these dark square versus light square problems, sometimes it's very easy to find yourself in a draw. But in bullet, with time being a factor and also the fact that black has kept great pawn structure thus far, I'm going to go ahead and say that black pulls this out.
Why didn't he take the pawn on C2?
I'm not sure what his thought pattern was.
There was a pawn that was hanging on H3 for the longest too.
And he's going. He's taking. Okay, he gets rid of the rooks. Okay. the 5, the 10, the
Oh boy.
20. He's clearing it out. It's a clearance sale, baby. All right, this is gonna be an indicator. Let's see how this pre-move game is looking, and whether or not these boys gonna bang it out. Ooh, take. Yeah, murder she wrote. Can he get a draw? Be careful. I would have played for the draw. There's some definitely some drawing possibilities in that position. All
No,
right,
the
he's starting to
pawns.
run away with it, bro. It's 8-5.
Yeah, he's looking he's looking really sharp here. Whoa, he's looking very sharp. And now Canty's looking sharp.
Maybe took a sip of some coffee or did a little exercise, a couple of jumping jacks, got the blood flowing. What happened?
He did something. All right, the openings have changed for the bullet. They're not playing the same openings.
If you were Martin, would you have stuck to your openings that you played?
I would have stuck to it
I
because I
definitely
was
would
getting
have.
great positions. Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely favorable out of most of the openings. Even in the
Yeah.
times when we thought James Canty had some shots, he was finding his way to defend it. So I would have stuck with the same game plan. At the moment, this is not looking promising. Wait,
He's
can he
got to
take
play.
that?
I think he's got to play Queen E5.
No, Queen takes, Knight takes, Rook takes. He goes in the corner, go back to Queen G5, and you get the Queen back. He actually could have sacked.
Could he sack?
Yeah, Queen G7. Knight takes. Rook captures G7. King goes in corner. Rook G5. King has to move or block.
Yes.
Oh, but it doesn't
Nice.
work. I think can he slip away with E5? Does E5 mess it up?
Uh-oh.
Man, I almost want to go back and look at that.
Yeah, we
We're gonna
gotta
take
go
a
back.
quick little look at that. I think that might have been some smoke. That's very interesting.
He's got to play B3 and then just live with it.
No, not B3. You'll get mated. You want to go back to
Yeah,
Queen.
it looked like you get mated regardless. He's got to play it and live with it.
Well, I don't get it. What was wrong with Queen to D2 the first time? All right, Martin Hansen comes back. Let me look at that.
Wait. Did he have Queen D2 the first time?
Yeah, all day long.
Oh.
They're just missing stuff. Let me look at that move real quick, man. I really think he had some potentials there.
Crap.
So on move 19, it's Knight H5. I think if he goes here, Queen check, he's forced to take back with the Knight. Rook would capture the Knight. He's in check. He's forced to go this way. Rook goes back. Bishop this. Oh, wait. No, I think he could get away with it. Does this work? He's going to lose the bishop anyway. And I think he still gets to play it. So maybe it did work. I don't know. Is it favorable? I don't know, but it just looked like a sweet move. All right, let's go back to the match and make sure we're not missing anything.
I think Canty played another hyper-accelerated nice Sicilian. That's what it looks like. Yep, he did.
All right, they're talking about my moves. Let's see. Doesn't work. E5 blocked it. E5 stops it. Rook captures H7 will still check. Mate, come on. Rook captures bishop. It's mate. Rook H7. Wait, what did I miss? You guys didn't prove me wrong. I'm going to go back to that game, and you guys got to show me why it doesn't work. You guys are saying it doesn't work, but I just showed you that it does work. If E5, bishop just captures, it's still check. King can't go anywhere. He has to block it again. You all work on your tactics and admit that I'm GodDanielX, baby. These guys are trying to call out my moves, Remy. I ain't retarded.
That's what you got to ask him. That is a fair question.
You miss mate. I miss mate. Where was mate? What was mate? I miss mate. Take the H7. Oh, that's what they're saying. My bad. I think you guys are right. Take H7 instead of Rook G5. The light square bishop is holding it. Wait, he just goes back to... Doesn't he just go back to G8? Rook G7, King H8, Rook H7, King G8, Rook H8. Oh, the other Rook.
Oh, wow.
You guys are so right.
Tied up. No, it's not tied up.
8-7. Martin is making his way back. Hold on, guys. I'm going to be selfish for a second. I want to go look at that.
All right, let's see.
I want to go look at that real quick. Hold on. Let's go to games. And we're going to go here. Let's go back to, what was it, 17? All right. Boom. Right here. Okay, so we went queen. Now you guys are saying you're 100% right. Rook takes here. It's still check. He has to go back. Rook here. This is a block temporarily, right? Bishop here. Oh, Rook H8. So he didn't even have to bring the rook over. Duh. You guys are right. Rook H8 is mate.
Wow.
I stand corrected. All right, let's get back to the game real quick. Sorry about that.
Almost. Yeah.
Let's see if these guys are going to tie it up. That's almost like one of those chess puzzles, baby.
Yeah, that was nice. It was actually a nice find by you, real quick in the bullet. Nice job, bro. I've taught you well. I feel like all the training that I put into you is not in vain.
Remy, stop talking foolish. I have the master title, sir. You're still working on it. You still procrastinating. Now COVID is COVID is punishing you because you didn't take care of this sooner. So now you have to wait.
That could be very true. Whoa, free pieces. Canty, I told you this thing is going into overtime, baby.
Okay. This might be tied up, ladies and germs. 8-8 if Martin can convert this into a victory. It is not all the way over. This is not easily
not all the way over, but he is up 4 seconds.
That's very true. And his pre-move speed is looking real nice. Oh, do we got some tactics? Knight captures here. I think Knight just captured there. Why give up the pawn?
Uh-oh. Canty has gotten the time almost about even.
All right, he's going to change, get rid of the problems. And Canty overthunk. He was pre-moving and didn't see that he was in check. Yeah. All right, Martin Hansen has officially tied it up. We are stuck at 8-8. There is 5 games left. What is going to happen?
You know, one thing we have not seen a single draw. Every single game has been decided.
I love it like that, man. I hate draws. I am not an artist. I don't like coloring. I don't even color inside of the lines. So draws are for artists.
I mean, I think a draw is coming, and I think we're going to have I think there's no way to avoid the overtime, man. I think we're going to see overtime.
King Levine, absolutely, bro. That is a chess tactic puzzle. Listen, all you coaches, all you ones on this line that have students, go ahead and snapshot that game. Get it before it goes down the long list and you lose it, and use that as a tactic puzzle for one of your students. I think that was a beautiful combination.
It was beautiful. We got to let the Jedi know he missed it.
Bishop takes, right? Just get another free pawn.
Takes, yeah, just he didn't. Yes. I don't know why he didn't take it.
All right, so we are dead even on pawns though. All right, this is ample time. Somebody's gonna have to convert this. This is not even close to somebody being flagged. Ouch.
Oh,
there goes the first snap.
Nice free material.
Ooh, that's a rook.
Ooh, no.
Martin Hansen stepping on the gas.
Lost a rook.
But 2 rooks. He better go get one of these. He better get over to this A file ASAP because these black pawns can start rolling very fast.
He can't. No, Canty won't be able to convert.
This H file is too fast as well.
Yeah, he won't be able to convert.
All right. Martin Hansen now has the lead. Is he going to take a break? He's thinking about it. He just looked in the air.
Like to take breaks, man. The Jedi wants to just go forward. He does not like to break.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Have you noticed that chess players always look up into the air for something? Like, what is that about? What is the psychology behind chess players and
Wait a minute. Did he just lose a rook?
Fifth dimension. No, yeah. This fifth dimension that they tap into that tells them something about the chess game. Can you explain that for me, sir?
Well, it's definitely Canty's definitely going to do it because he's using the Force. So for Canty, so for Canty, he's using the Force. That's the way he pulls from the Force. I don't know which number that is. For the rest of us, it's that I guess chess is on the right side of the brain.
Okay. Really Mean says he's looking for a sign. Warren Best says maybe because there's a computer up there.
Who said that? That's funny.
That's Warren D. Best.
Man, that guy is funny.
Again, you all, he just reminded me because he is one of the few people that did email us about wanting to assist with the NBL. If you are interested in helping us out with administrative responsibilities, creative thinking, posting, communications, moderators, arbitrators, whatever you want, whatever you feel like you can contribute to the NBL, we would love to have your support and know that you're willing to volunteer your time for season 4 to make it an even better season than season 3. We've been getting rave reviews about this season. People have said this has been the best one thus far. But of course, we're always looking to up the ante and do even better. So this is checkmate. What? Rook up was checkmate. So if you are interested.
That was gross.
Oh, timeout?
Yeah, timeout.
Yeah.
Quick 2 minutes. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, so he just took a timeout. Canty has to stop the bleeding. He is now down 10-8 in a 21 game series. That means if Martin wins another game out of the final 3 games that exist, he will be tonight's winner. This is a very close contest. But like I was saying, if you would like to volunteer your support, email us at nationalblitzleague@gmail.com. Nationalblitzleague@gmail.com. Tell us what your skills, your gifts are. Are you good with graphics? Are you good with commentary? Are you good with organizing? You tell us what you're good at, and we would love to talk with you and speak with you and see what you can offer to the NBL. So if you're interested, again, email us at nationalblitzleague@gmail.com. I'll go ahead and put it in the chat as well. And then, Remy, what were you going to say?
Man, this is the prediction was Canty would lose 70% of the Blitz games. He only has 3 victories right now.
So are you saying that you're expecting Mr. Martin to win the next 3 games? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm just saying that we have to keep observing that. What I still think that James is going to come back, and I still think this is going to go into overtime.
All right, I'm
The
ready.
last game will
All right,
be
he's
a
back.
draw.
All right, Mr.
I think
Canty, 3
James-
final games, fellas. Good luck.
Thank you.
I think James will win the next 2 after that timeout. That was a well-timed timeout. He'll win the next 2, and then the last game will be a draw. They'll go in overtime.
You're really into this Armageddon playoff thing here.
I'm telling you, that's exactly what's going to happen. Mark my words. I
Okay.
am a true prophet.
All right, let's see. All right, we're down to the final 3 games of the cage match.
Akash made that ridiculously bad prediction, I have taken over his duties. Akash is no longer allowed to prophesy.
Go drink some Jedi. 10-8 Hansen. I have Martin +2. All right, let's see. This is a do or die. If the Jedi does not convert this game in particular, it's over.
Oh, yeah,
Hansen is tonight's winner.
Yeah, this is already looking good for Black.
You said for Black? I think it's quite balanced and fair. It looks even to me.
It is, but I mean, this is the problem. A lot of people don't know how to defend properly while being attacked, and I think the same is true with Martin. So I don't think he's going to I don't think he's going to fare well in this attack. I don't think he's going to play defense well.
All right, so Canty comes into G3. Of course, the pawn cannot take it. The king is holding it. He now snatches a pawn for free. This knight is going to get some life. Now white has the initiative going in the other direction. This is big. Canty has to play this very exact.
No, it's nothing. The rook just comes in there. The only thing he's got is the check on h6. He just keeps playing the rook up and down. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, we got C3 here.
I don't know why he didn't play C3. I don't know why he didn't play C3.
Yeah, I definitely would have played C3, and I also would have tried knight D2, knight E4. It just feels like it was better for the knight to be in the center of the board. He does not need a draw, so he needs to go ahead and convert this into a victory.
All right, this might be the draw game. This may end up being
okay, I was about to say, don't fall for that mate on G2.
Uh-oh.
What is Canty going to do? He has 1 second. Pre-move on fleek. Let's see it. Canty loses on time.
Whoa, Canty.
And that is 11-8. Mr. Hansen is tonight's victor, but we must play all 21 games. All right. Man, I know that's a tough pill to swallow, James. Look at his demeanor, Remy. Look at his shoulders are down. He's kind of dragging in the chair. He is not happy about this at all.
He's not happy. I don't know if he can even get another victory.
I mean, at this point, I know in his mind, he's like, this doesn't even matter. He wants to throw the chair, slap the computer keyboard off the desk.
Look at the killer's part of his T-shirt. It's just like it doesn't even say killers anymore. It's like
he wants to take the baby's bottle, throw the milk out.
It's like a retarded killer. That's
the way G4. This is just bad.
The shirt just signifies the way the match went.
All right, Canty is still playing some decent chess. I think he just got a pawn or one up the exchange there.
You can tell he's angry.
He's definitely not a little. I'll say he's definitely a lot of pissed off.
Yeah, he's pissed off.
And you know what? You know, we always say in Chicago, Remy.
Yeah, better to be pissed off than pissed on.
Absolutely.
My goodness. Oh, James is coming all the way in. I think that's just a free pawn, though. I didn't
Absolutely.
I mean, just a free pawn. Just make. Oh wow, he's going for
William
the whole
Airmill of
double.
Dynamic Chess Inc. He says he's human. I have nothing but respect for Canty. Dasharov says well done. Nathan Kelly says good games. Nice run by Hansen on tilt.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Hansen says head coach of the Miami Lions. Oh, Niners Rule 1 is actually the head coach of the team that Canty plays for. So I know he's probably not happy either. Do they still play in Starbucks on Clark in Chicago? From my understanding, they did prior to COVID. I don't know what's happening post-COVID, so I
Oh,
couldn't tell
maybe.
you. All
Oh,
right.
do you realize that if he wins one more, that Brian was right, and he
Well, if he wins one
finished?
more, that would actually be 80%.
No. James won 3 bullet games. James
Wasn't
didn't
James
he?
up 6-5 in the Blitz?
Yes, he.
So that means
Oh
he only won
wow,
2 games. Yeah, so
he
that's
only won
they're at
2 games.
80% if he wins this. So
This is
technically, if he
even worse.
loses, Brian was right. If he wins it, Brian did not serve the correct dosage. He was
Right.
under. He shot him
Good
short.
games.
Two
And
games,
he
bro.
resigned. There you go. Oh, he said he heard your prediction about 7%. All right, Remy, go ahead and unmute yourself and let's do the post-game interview.
All right.
Wow, guys, what a match.
Mute your other line, Remy.
All right, man, guys, what a match. Woo! Martin, how did you do that? How did you do that?
Yeah, it felt good. I was getting a little worried towards the end of the blitz because I had a good start, but then he played really well, and I was starting to lose. Like I made some big mistakes and stuff like that. But I always felt like I had good chances because even the first couple of games I was way down on time, but I almost won on time there in the end. So I felt like I would have good chances in the bullet portion, but I didn't think it would be like this.
Yeah, I'm very shocked that you. Do you realize that the prediction is accurate? 7-3. James
Ryan knows what he's talking about, man.
70% of the bullet games. I'm flabbergasted. I mean, there's no way we thought this could ever happen in any realm. But so let me ask you, because the Jedi stormed back and took over the blitz portion. Did you feel like you were going on tilt at any point?
Not really. I felt like I tried to keep calm. I did take that one time out when I lost a couple games in a row, and I feel like I sort of managed to rebalance myself. But I definitely felt at some point I wasn't playing my best chess. But I always felt like the bullet section always gives you chances if you can just play fast and keep in the game.
Yeah, that's the point. Now, while we were doing the commentary, it did come up that you come from a family of GM, IM. Did you bring the whole family against the Jedi tonight?
I think they are watching the match, but maybe some inspiration. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Jedi, talk to us. What happened, man? You won the first
too
2
fast,
games.
bro. He's too fast, and of course, sometimes it's very hard switching from blitz to bullet.
It is
just going in there, of course, because I got a streak and I was hyped and I was feeling good, and then we got into the bullet, and it's just when you're trying to finish, it's extremely hard sometimes, especially switching from blitz to bullet. I had the same problem with Jan when I played him, so.
Yeah,
usually it's just a bullet. It's just a bullet part.
Come on, man. Tell these guys, man. They have no clue what the cage feels like, bro. That transition period is no joke.
You know, I won the blitz with Jan too as well, and then the bullet he evened it out. So usually bullet's just the hardest, of course. Bullet is of course, as Nakamura says, it's not chess, but at the same time, it's extremely hard to play this game when you play bullet chess, and especially switching from 3-minute to bullet. That's just gave me it was just tough. It was extremely tough there. So trying to figure it out. I had a few winning positions and just couldn't close it, of course, due to time. So
exactly. Yeah. Now everybody kept feeling like you were moving so slow in the blitz portion. Was that because you were trying to keep pace? What was it? Were you trying to calculate? Were you trying to make
I was calculating. I knew that I had good positions, so I was trying to close quickly. But it was extremely. There's many ways. Of course, Fabiano has the same problem with just calculation and low time controls. So it's I calculate to the finish a lot of times. So and then I forget that my time's running, and I look up and I'm like down on time.
Got you, man. Well, it was an amazing match. Byron is a prophet. I thought it was going to go to an Armageddon game. There was a point during the match, Jedi, where the killer's part of your shirt, it didn't even say killers anymore. So we could tell that you were, it just like the whole bottom half of it just disappeared. So we could tell that you were frustrated. But it was a great match. We thank you for your sportsmanship because you still kept it real. Thanks for playing all the games. Thank you both for being in the cage. It was awesome.
Real quick, we need a call out though, Remy. Don't forget, give us the call out.
That's true, guys. Who do you want to? We got to get call outs. Who would you like to see next in the cage, Martin?
Oh, I would really love to see some more of my Florida guys in there. I know we've been talking about Ragaf, who's a young guy. I just saw him in the chat, and I think we might see him coming up in action.
No. Who would you like to face in the
Oh,
cage?
who would I like to face? Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I know I'm playing actually Daniel in the Chicago match. That could be a fun match, but I mean, there's so many strong players there.
Yeah. Daniel actually said that you're going to be no problem for him because he's God and you're just smart. So
Absolutely.
I have played Mark Bernacki before. I saw he was in the cage not too long ago, so that could be a fun match. I think he's the same strength as me, roughly.
Oh, nice. All right, James, who do you want to see in the cage, brother?
Prince been talking crazy. Prince Malunga, Daniel
Oh,
talking crazy. So
yeah, baby, that would be some
straight.
nice fire on the board.
Yeah,
that would be some nice fire on the board.
Straight real quick.
Absolutely, gentlemen, it was so fun watching you guys play. The games were very high quality. James, I love the way you played the hyper accelerated. You got some nice positions out of there. I still felt that you were taking that knight, giving up the light square bishop too quickly. I think there were some games where you could have kept the bishop and kept things a little bit more tight on the board. Is that part of the?
It's part of the theory, but it just depends on where you want to put the bishop. Sometimes the bishop is annoying and you don't know where to put it, and it is a target sometimes when you try to figure out where to put the bishop. Sometimes due to theory, it's weird, bro. It's extremely weird, but most times you give up the bishop. Most times.
I do that. I was explaining that sometimes, like how you kept it on c8 for sometimes guarding that e6 pawn is necessary, but you finagled your way out of some nice positions there and got a win actually in that game.
Yeah.
So there was some concern that you hadn't developed it, but I told him it's part of the accelerated curse, sometimes.
That's right.
But it was good games all the way around. Gentlemen, I enjoyed the match so much. I'm looking forward to the next time we have both of you guys on the show, in the cage, wherever. Thank you, gentlemen.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for hosting it, guys.
Absolutely. Thanks, real quick, everyone, before we tune out and raid someone's channel, just want to talk about one more time the championships going down next week. Here in the NBL, we have our Bullet Championship, number 2 Dallas Bulls versus the number 6 North Carolina Reapers, happening Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time. Make sure you're tuned in. And then we also have our Blitz Championships on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central. The number 1 LA Mambas are taking on the number 4 North Carolina Reapers. Again, that's Monday Bullet, Wednesday Blitz. And then last but not least, this Sunday we have one more cage match for your viewing pleasure. After much trash talk going down in the NBL chat, we have FM Corey Aker, also out of Florida, taking on FIDE Master Matthew Stevens. Look at those ratings on your screen, and it's going to be epic this Sunday. Nathan, can you verify that time? Is it 8 p.m.? I know Akash and I think Gopal or is it Audra are doing the commentary for that Sunday cage match. But either way, make sure you tune into the National Blitz League Twitch page, and then also follow us on Facebook so that you can stay in tune. We're gonna go ahead and do a raid, and we're gonna raid Gotham Chess. Let's do that now. Thanks again, fellas, for coming out tonight.
Thank you.
Have a good night, guys.
Sure.
All right, stand by, everyone, for the raid. It'll be commencing in just a few moments.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Take it easy, Martin.
Man, it was awesome. Good match, guys.
Thank you.
Right, guys.
Thank you, James. It was a lot of fun. It was really tight.
GG's. Absolutely. All right, guys.
All right,
fellas.
Okay, peace.